Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Samantha Clark and I'm a wedding and portrait photographer. Today I just wanted to make a quick video about getting published. I had a recent publication on a wedding blog that has a huge number of followers and a huge number of subscribers, and so I'm super excited, and part of me wanted to just touch on how the whole process takes place and some of the benefits that are associated with being published. So as a photographer, one of the things that we all look forward to is having our work appreciated and shared in a wide array of different avenues and places. So for me, I really enjoy sharing my work on social media, on my blog, and on my website. One of the things though that can be limiting about those different platforms is that I only have a certain amount of followers, and that just means that I'm limited. So sometimes my work doesn't get seen on a bigger platform, and so I have taken the initiative to submit my work to different blogs and different magazines. And the submission process is different for every single publication. But if you're looking at some of the platforms and the blogs that are online, a lot of them accept submissions from just about anyone. So that's what I do. I submit my work and I cross my fingers and I hope and pray that it gets accepted. But more importantly, I wanted to share with you some of the benefits of being published, and I also want to give you some tidbits. So some tidbits that will actually help you if you're interested in being published and recognized as well. One of the things that has been helpful for me is becoming a follower, if you will, or a subscriber to some of the magazines and the blogs that I admire the most. So the magazines that I really like, I tend to follow them. I tend to pay attention to the type of things that they share on their platforms, and I get to know the different things that they're attracted to and what they like to share with their readers. And by doing that, I've come to understand the type of work that they would be interested in sharing. So any type of shoots or weddings that I do that fit that particular blog's aesthetic or theme, I will submit those photos to that blog or magazine because I feel like it's a good fit. And of course, one of the most important things is making sure that I inform my client or the person that I'm actually taking the photos of that there's a potential for them to be published in a publication. Some people may not want their photos, presented publicly like that. And so I always try to inform my client, when I'm in the submission process, so it's not a shock to them. A lot of people are very excited to see themselves on those platforms, so I haven't had a lot of pushback, but I always ask just to make sure that I'm not crossing any boundaries, and I'm usually successful with my clients. They usually support it. Another thing that I like to do is I use a platform for some of my submissions called Too Bright Lights. And Too Bright Lights, or TBL, is a platform, and it allows you to submit your work to a wide variety of different publications. Now, a lot of the publications are all over the world, so there might be some specific to a particular region, or there might be some publications that are open to worldwide submissions. The good thing about TBL is that I get a chance to put my albums together and submit my work to different publishers, and then they let me know through the platform TBL that I'm either accepted or not. If I'm not accepted, or if something that I've submitted is not seen as a fit for that particular publication, then I can submit it to another one. And it's just a lot more easier than submitting through email, which kind of requires a bit more of work in the sense that you have to find the submission or the publication's email. Then you have to, sort of craft your email. tag all the necessary vendors that you worked with on that shoot. And it's just a lot more work when you do it through email. But almost every blog and even magazine, if you go to their website, there's usually a link that will say submissions or submit to us, or something that kind of lets you know that they are accepting submissions. So once you click on that link, there's going to be instructions about the size of the photos, the type of photos that they want, and even the way that they like to accept it. Some people like to have Dropbox links, like a Dropbox folder that you upload your photos to that folder, and then you send the link to the publication through email or through their online submission form, which you can just sort of cut and paste the link into there. Some publications that I have been recently looking at are more flexible in the way they receive the files. So Dropbox is one of them. Some publications will ask for a WeTransfer link. WeTransfer is another site that allows you to upload zip files, and it makes a link for you so anyone can download the files from that link. Another thing that I find really helpful for publications is being a little bit more persistent. And I know persistence is something that takes a little extra time, but one thing that I have found is that I like to keep in touch with the publication, if you will. So for example, I will comment frequently, I will like photos frequently of that publication to make sure that they know that I'm engaged in their work, and I also feel very connected to their audience because of that. Another thing that's important for me, at least, is that when I actually get published, I do my best to try and promote the fact that I was published, because the whole point of being published is so that my work is shared with others, but that I'm also sharing the fact that this publication exists, and I'm hopefully bringing some of the people that I have, following me. I'm also helping them to find this publication and find inspiring photos or inspiring articles that are helpful for them. And especially in the wedding planning field or the wedding planning industry, there's a lot to learn and a lot to know. So what I like to do is be sure to share that with others, let them know that there is a resource out there if they need inspiration or if they need tips while they're planning their weddings. Another huge benefit of being published is that your vendors, so anyone that creatively contributed to your shoot or to the wedding, will also get a chance to be seen and to be recognized for their awesome contribution. So whether that's the makeup artist, the hairstylist, the event designer, the florist, the cake designer, the list goes on, the videographer, you'd be surprised how powerful a publication can be for the whole team to be recognized and to be seen. And it also helps people that are on those publications to find people to work with. So I have seen a lot of my clients get to know some of the other wedding vendors in my city because they were able to see it online on a publication. So I really encourage you, if you are a photographer, whether you're starting out or not, to take advantage of the submission process and being published. And I think you'll find some benefit to you and to your clients and to the greater community at large by being a contributor. And more importantly, you'll feel a little bit more accomplished in the fact that you were able to have your work shared on a broader platform. I am always interested to hear some of your thoughts, especially on this topic. I think being published is a little bit of an icing on the cake. if you will, and it's something that I have been so blessed and so lucky to be able to do, especially in 2016. I had some really amazing publications, some of the highest and most, for me especially, being someone who, would read Essence and then to be able to see my work on Essence, it just did something really powerful for me in 2016, and that's just one example of them. But I want to hear what your thoughts are. If you have any questions about submissions or about Two Bright Lights, or anything relating to photography, I would love to answer your questions. You just let me know in the comment section below or send me an email. That's it for today. I'm so grateful that you're here watching my videos. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Samantha Clark and I'm a wedding and portrait photographer.